Hi, everybody. Welcome to another show on showithere.com. I'm Field, and this is my amazing co-host.
I'm Elizabeth. It's Tuesday.
Tuesday. This is not just any Tuesday.
No, it's Tuesday of Thanksgiving week.
Yes. So here in the U.S., I see that Melissa Love is logged on. Good evening, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
We love you. Thanks for joining. But here in the U.S., Thanksgiving is Thursday.
That's right.
Which is crazy.
It's coming.
That means that the Christmas thing happens like right now.
Yes.
It's tomorrow, right?
Well, let's see. Today is November 25th.
Oh, okay.
So we are exactly 1 month away from Christmas.
That's crazy awesome.
It's super exciting.
That is super exciting. And we'll have more to talk about that on a later show it live.
Oh, you guys, Christmas is coming. It's going to be good.
Dropping a hint. Yeah. There'll be something later. Maybe something we've done before, maybe even better than before.
Oh,
cheers to those
different,
people.
But I can't cheers, but I can hold up my really large phone.
Liz joined the huge phone community, the phablet community.
Big as my face.
It is. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you were displaying something there that we wanted to talk about.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. But have you jumped into Show It yet and seen that there was an awesome update that went out last night? So open up your Show It update, and we've got some really cool new widgets that are happening. One that has to do with anchors, and for the nautical crowd, it actually has to do with page anchors.
Oh, I thought it was just like for Melissa Kilner.
No.
Or for Mary Morantz.
No. Yeah, I mean, it's for Melissa and Mary and all other Show It Here users. But it's not really like nautical anchors, it's page anchors. And so I'd love to show you guys what that looks like on a mobile device. And so using my new fancy iPhone, you can go in and you can drop an anchor so that if you clicked on, say, galleries, and this is actually a mobile site that Rachel Earl designed. If you click on galleries, it will pop you down the page to galleries, and you guys will see that happen in just a second. My phone did it, but see, it will scroll. There it goes. It will scroll down. So that's great if you want to design a very long site and you want people to kind of be jumping throughout the page, not leaving the page, but scrolling down. Where your anchor widget can do that for you.
And what's really cool, like a high level view of what this anchor widget is. It's basically a link that'll take you from one spot on one page to a different spot on the same page. So for those of us who have longer vertical mobile sites, it's a great way to get people from one thing to the other. A nice little menu bar right across the top, like we saw there on Rachel's design. Click galleries, auto scrolls down to the part where the galleries are. So that's super great.
And it's a beautiful, smooth scroll. It's lovely.
It's really pretty. Actually, on the same one, we have the other. So we have two examples that we could show this. There were a couple great things that came out.
Yes. Well, there were multiple great things, but two in particular that are going to be awesome for mobile design, guys.
So this one here that we're showing is the new gallery. It's called the Tile Gallery, and it'll kind of scroll there as we scroll. But what it is, it's a whole new way to view galleries on a mobile device. It's super fantastic, really pretty. The images are great. And then if you there's another app that kind of does this. But if you simply select the image, it'll actually pull up full screen like so. So super awesome, gorgeous galleries, fun pictures.
Feels very Pinteresty, very pass, very cool. I like it. I'm excited to start dropping it into my site.
Yeah. So those are two of the biggest updates that came out with it. There's another one about Square widget resize. I mean, some good stuff.
Open your Show It. It's like Christmas morning, only it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
Because it's 1 month before Christmas morning. But yeah, if you haven't had a chance yet, jump in, Show It, and run the update, and you guys are going to love it. And get your mobile sites done. Get your conversions done, and lots of cool fun stuff in there.
And before we get too carried away, on the left-hand side, right over here, there's an awesome little box where you can log in and chat with some amazing Show It to You peeps. Don Davis, you're too sweet.
Hi, Don. We love you.
But there's all sorts of great people on there. Make sure you log in, check in, say hi. Suzy and Lucas, who are actually in studio.
They came all the way from California.
They're sitting right behind you.
You can't see them. But.
right behind you on the internet. They're sitting right behind you, getting ready to hop on the show here in just a minute. And they're in there chatting up, which is super nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. So question for you.
Yes.
Being as it's Thanksgiving week, do you have your elastic pants ready to go?
The jeans I'm actually wearing. So since we have guests in studio, I put on pants. So there's that.
Thank you, Suzy and Lucas,
right.
for coming from California.
Every other show employee is very happy that you're here. But these are actually, this is going to sound weird. They're the most comfortable jeans
ever
in the world. I will never own another pair of jeans. I've put my foot down. They're made out of like a stretchy material.
Okay.
Kind of like jeggings.
Like jeggings for men?
Yeah, but they don't look like jeggings. They look like normal jeans.
Yeah.
But I'll wear these on like engagement shoots and stuff like that. You can stretch and I mean, you can
get into that like Zach Gray, like ninja shooting position.
If I had 2 good knees, I could do like yoga in them. I only have the 1 good knee currently.
So speaking of your 1 good knee, what are you most thankful for this Thanksgiving?
The 1 good knee right now.
The other knee.
That's really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And good healthcare.
And good healthcare, absolutely. That is important.
No, I'm every year I'm most thankful for Carrie. That is it, hands down. She takes care of me, and she's wonderful, and she's a fantastic human being. A part of being a great wife and mom. So, what are you most thankful for this year?
Definitely my husband.
Yeah.
It was his birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday,
he is a good
BJ.
dude. Happy birthday, BJ. I love you, sweetheart.
I love you too, but in a completely different
way. In a totally different way. I'm so thankful for my family, and life is really good.
Yeah.
You know, even when it's rough, life is really good. So, Thanksgiving is a great time to think about that. So hopefully you're all going to get to spend Thanksgiving with your families. I'm super excited. I actually get to spend Thanksgiving with a show-a-tear.
What?
Yeah, Jamie Williams is going to spend Thanksgiving with me and my family.
I love Jamie Williams.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Her husband is going to spend Thanksgiving with his family, and so we're adopting Jamie.
Oh, that's awesome.
For a few days. So
are you going to the farm life?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. There might be a few ranch pictures coming up here on my super awesome iPhone. So Thanksgiving's coming. Christmas is around the corner, and we told you we've got some very exciting things coming up for Christmas. But today we are super excited because we do have in-studio guests, Suzy and Lukas VanDyke. They are amazing people. They're amazing wedding photographers. They live in Southern California. They shoot on average 40 weddings a year. You guys, 40. They're busy.
That's a lot of weddings.
That's a lot of weddings. And that's not the only thing that they do. They actually also have a wonderful company called Chasing Lockets, and I'm wearing one. And this is from the Pursuit Conference. Oh, here they are. Suzy and Lukas, welcome. Come on in. Scoot in, guys. And we're so excited you're here. There's 3 of them.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
True. Suzy is carrying little VanDyke, yet to be named, a player to be named later. So we're super excited.
We have to agree on a name first.
You guys have questions, email us.
Yeah.
I have plenty.
Boy, yes, it's a boy,
boy,
due December 20th, so a little Christmas present.
Oh, that's so
Christmas
great.
baby.
So excited. It's our first.
Yeah.
That's
super
fantastic.
sweet. So I have a list of boy names.
Okay.
I'd start off with Nolan. That's a great name. They're all sports related, so hopefully you really like sports.
Yeah, probably not the best for us.
No.
Interesting fact, I've never actually watched an entire football game in my life.
What?
Actually, never more than 5 minutes.
Really?
Oh.
But
you have a lot of extra time.
Do you watch the Super Bowl halftime show?
Sometimes online weeks later.
Okay.
that would be it.
For the highlight reel.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So for those show-a-tears out there in show-a-tear land who may not know much about you guys, give us the kind of the who are
Suzy and Lukas story.
Suzy and Lukas story.
We should start.
Yeah. Well, like she's saying, I've been doing weddings for about 11 years, and then I hired Suzy to help me about 6 years ago.
Good hire.
Yeah.
That's true.
Got married. I stopped paying her, and
yeah, that's what I tell him. I'm like, you married me, so you wouldn't have to pay me anymore.
It's called a good business decision.
Yes. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So now we do about 40 weddings a year. Which keeps us busy, and then in our spare time when I'm not watching football, we work on lockets. So
that's awesome. And you did a lot of traveling this year for weddings. You shot in Ireland and Virginia and
London and Seattle and Vancouver. So we've been all over the world this year.
California.
Yeah, California, Kentucky. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's been a fun summer.
What was your favorite, not necessarily favorite wedding, because I know they're all special, favorite place to shoot, favorite destination?
Ireland. It was amazing. It's as amazing as you think it's going to be.
Right.
So green, The
Takes your
greenness
breath
is
away.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty gorgeous.
That's not
It's real.
saturation
Right,
happening
right.
in
I always
Lightroom later.
wondered, like, do those photographers just up the saturation? No, it's
That's
real.
fine.
It's real.
That's fine. Just like when people come out here, they're like, cactus are real.
Yeah.
And they hurt when you
They're
run
not
into
plastic.
You don't.
Yeah.
them. Have you ever run into a cactus while shooting?
No, not while shooting.
That
I've
would
had
be
a
so funny
jumping
to
cactus
see.
attack me.
Wow.
I had jumping cactus. I was out in the desert.
They
I was
jump?
shooting 5
Yeah.
senior girls, and it has to, I think it's like static. I don't think they actually jump.
I don't know how
But
it
if they
works.
get close to you, they jump in onto you. And I had on like little ballet flats, and I had like 5 of them on my foot. And I like just
Ooh.
kept shooting, and then took them off later. And
Ouch.
it did. Yeah, it
Crazy.
hurt. So you have to be careful. I guess anywhere you go, there's cliffs in Ireland, and
Yeah.
there's cactus in the desert.
Mhm.
It's awesome.
Nature.
Nature, right?
Nature.
Nature's amazing.
It's out to get you.
So tell us a little bit about Chasing Lockets. What's the story behind Chasing Lockets, and what is it?
Yeah, well, Chasing Lockets is an interesting story how it started. When
Yeah.
we were getting married, I was actually looking for a locket to give Suzy for our wedding. And I looked everywhere, like thrift stores, antique stores, the mall, and I never like found one that was kind of really vintagey, like our style. So I ended up buying one of those like silver heart ones you get at the Love You Mine gift store or whatever at the mall. And it wasn't like my favorite, but it was like really special because it had us in it, and I gave it to her during our first look at our wedding. So like I've always been into
Thoughtful
lockets.
guy.
Yeah. So about a year after our wedding, I discovered this Etsy designer who made these little photo lockets like we do at Chasing Lockets. And I got one for our 1-year anniversary, and I like loved it. And I'm like, and I got a few other gifts, but that was like one of the cute little gifts with another photo. And I'm like, this is the locket. I wish I'd found it for our like wedding gift there. And so then we started commissioning this Etsy designer to send them to all of our wedding clients.
Yeah, because I loved mine so much. It was really sentimental to have that picture of the person you love. So I was like, this is awesome. Let's give this to all our brides and grooms
Yeah,
next year.
so every engagement session we did, we'd take some of our pictures from the engagement session, put them on the outside, put them on the inside, and send them to each engaged couple after they got engaged. But the whole process was so time consuming because the Etsy designer, she didn't have time to make them for us. So sometimes they'd show up in 2 weeks, sometimes 3 months after the wedding, and we never really knew the timetable.
Or
and
when they get them.
yeah, and we had to send her our own prints too. So we had to actually print them from White House and cut them out and send them in.
So
So
it's
it's
an
like-
involved process.
Yeah, so each locket took us a couple hours, which
And then
was,
maybe a couple months even to get to the bride and groom.
yeah. But what we discovered is since we do 40 weddings a year, we're sending all these lockets to all these clients, and we started showing up at weddings, and moms would like give Suzy hugs.
Aw. Yeah,
And-
it's true. They'd come up to me and be like, oh my gosh, you gave my daughter this locket and that made her day. She was so stressed out before the wedding, and she'd give me this big hug, and I'm like, oh, I guess she like told her mother-in-law about it, you know, because you're not really thinking about
Yeah,
it. So
and
it's just really special.
Yeah, and we weren't looking for gifts, but like couples started giving us gifts at the weddings,
Yeah.
and we started getting like dads would give me like piles of hundreds as like a tip, and like somebody like one time for a wedding I
You
had.
sort of perpetuated a culture.
Yeah, so it's kind of this
gifting.
whole love circle, and it
Right.
wasn't what we were looking for. It was just like we love these lockets, and they're so special. We want to kind of give them to our bride, and like we didn't realize how much of a love circle it would turn into.
Right, like the
And then-
organic response that would come back to us. They were like, oh, we love you guys. And so like we want to love on you now too.
Yeah, and then it was cool too. It's like we don't have any problems at weddings because, you know, if you're friends with the couple, like if you have a love cup that's full, like you make a little mistake, which you don't want to make mistakes, but every time something happens, like they don't care. They're like, oh, don't worry about it. But if you're like really like
It
barely,
changes
so
things.
yeah,
Mhm.
That's great.
so
That's huge. We actually had that at a wedding. I completely missed a shot. It was on manual focus and stuff, and I didn't notice. And like it was a big deal. I have to get everybody back for it, and they didn't care at all because
They love you.
they're just really sweet.
Right, and you'd probably poured into them. And
Yeah.
so they're like, oh, we love fields. This isn't a big deal. Sure, we'll just do
I love
this.
this idea. I just moved the entire table. I love this idea, like how it started, and I love the
yeah, so yeah, it took so much time. So we formed kind of a collaboration where we helped this Etsy designer to make some of her lockets in exchange for her sharing like all her resources and secrets. And then we hired some programmers and built the site and the custom locket tool. And that's kind of how Chasing Lockets started, really out of this thing that we've been doing for 3 or 4 years now.
Right,
So-
Awesome.
right.
Well, and you're not the first photographers to do gifting, but this is such a personal
Yeah.
gift. This isn't something you can just go down to the mall and buy. It's something really unique and special. And I'd love to know if you're in the chat today with us, if you gift your clients, raise your hand. Let us know what it is that I've started gifting Chasing Lockets to my brides, and they love them, and they're a special little piece to have. And when you're in that engaged portion of life, you want to share that, and you want to tell people, and it's a cool way to wear it, and very on fashion, on trend right now.
Yeah,
so.
And the other thing we came into is, I know a lot of people do custom gifts, and you kind of, if they're like, one's into sports, one's into food, one's into coffee. You end up spending a lot of hours trying to figure out exactly what each client wants. So we're like, with 40 weddings a year, we procrastinated so much, and we're like, we can never figure this out, and it's so hard. We ended up never gifting them because then the wedding's over and stuff. So we're like, we got to come up with a system that's exactly the same for every client, but it's also really personal.
Right.
So we have 4 gifts we do throughout the whole process that works for 95% of the clients, but it still feels very personal to them. So.
Well, and what I love about this gift is it's something that they're going to take places and probably start some pretty organic conversations about these awesome photographers, right? Like, oh, I love your necklace. Who gave it to you? And oh, well, it's this thing called. Yeah, I think that's amazing. It's
well,
really
and that's so true too, because I know when we had been thinking of what gifts to give people, we were like, oh, we could do, a print at the wedding and put it on the wall, but that's not something someone carries with them. So this is actually something that like showcases your art. And it's something they're going to talk about organically, because they're like, if somebody sees it, they're like, where'd you get that? And I'm like, oh, this was from when I was engaged. Like you said, it's that special season.
Right.
So totally.
Well, and it's a neat heirloom piece. I really love the idea of having pieces that you can pass down through your family. And, the locket that you have, you can pass that down to your son or a future child. Look at me, I'm increasing like future children.
Well, I always think about it. Like my dad had some cufflinks in college, and he gave them to me at some point when I was in college. And I never wear them, but I have them in my drawer in their little cufflink box. And every time I see them, I think of these happy memories about my dad. And it's cool that they can pass them down, and maybe I'll give them to little guy once he's born, when he's in college. And it's this fun thing, and it's cool with the cufflinks because they're small. So if it's a piano, it's kind of hard to do that. But the small little personal pieces are cool because you never have to throw them away. You can always keep them.
And even if they're, like you said, even if they don't wear it or something, they'll keep it in that special box or whatever.
Well, and this isn't just a gift that you could use if you're a wedding photographer. If you are a newborn photographer, can you imagine getting to have your little newborn baby on there? I think I saw Elisa McCormick with Wee Ones had gifted one to one of her moms after a newborn session. And gosh, as a mom, I'd love to have that and wear that, and then be able to give it to the baby.
Well, I gave one to my mom with our family on there, me and my siblings, 5 years ago for Christmas. And she wore it every day for 2 years, and never took it off. So it's
So tell us a little bit about the process if someone orders a locket, because you have an adorable video on your website with Suzy that I love. But what is the process that the locket actually goes through?
Yeah, so it's pretty simple on the website. We sell credits, so you have 1 credit equals 1 locket. So you can buy credits in batch every time. Right now, Good Friday, we're gonna have a special sale where the credits are really cheap, so you can kind of do that. Are we still on?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Field's wandering off here. So
there might be bacon somewhere in the corner.
There might be bacon somewhere. Yeah, so once you have the credits, it's pretty much just a 2-minute workflow. You log in, you upload your photo for the front and crop it how you want it. Upload a second photo for the inside, and you can crop that too. And the front photo is permanent. So that one is sealed in archival paper with resin, and that's rated for 100 years. I haven't tested it, but it's supposed to be good for 100 years.
We're going to check in with you.
Currently tested.
We'll let you know.
In beta.
Yeah, and then the inside one is on a removable sticky, so people can change the pictures in there if they want. So once you order that, then you just type in your client's address and a little note if you want to do that. And so then we make the locket, which are not us personally, but our locket workers in downtown LA.
Support elves.
The support elves at the studio down there. They make them, and then they package them up, and they actually handwrite each note with a pen and a paper on a nice little card. And then they gift wrap it with this special gold wrapping paper. It's kind of like a cloth papyrus wrapping paper. So it feels really quality when you do it.
It sounds cool. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds great.
No, it's
papyrus.
It's beautiful.
And it's expensive too. I discovered. I'm like, oh, my kid wrapping paper being.
You have really good taste.
Yeah.
Makes a difference.
So they write the note, put that in there, wrap it, seal the locket up, and then they can ship it straight to your client. Or we've seen a lot of you out there have used to ship it to yourself, and then you put your own packaging on there and reship it to the client.
Yeah, keep the branding.
For us, that was always our holdup, where we get it, and then
My holdup.
we never get around to repackaging it and shipping it. So for us, we wanted to create it really easy. So 2 minutes, you can be completely done.
And especially if you if you have a lot of sessions, whether it's maternity, weddings, what you're doing, it's nice knowing that you can be completely done in 2 minutes. And you have your handwritten note written out, and it's gonna be gift wrapped. It's gonna look really nice. So,
Oh, that sounds good. I'm embarrassed to admit I have some gifts for some brides, and I've had them for quite a while. So it's time to send them out. Christmas present.
Yeah. What I really like about this is, and we've kind of talked about gifting before, when you're talking about you're trying to find out their likes and you make something personal for them. Well, there's this one time we had a groom who really liked Oreos. They're reverse Oreos. They're vanilla cookie and then chocolate frosting. We went to, I think, 7 or 8 different stores trying to find Oreos. They weren't on Amazon. They weren't on, and we found them and we gave them, and he absolutely loved them because I think he knew how hard they were to find. But it's one of those things, like, we spent a lot of time,
entire day,
a lot of gas, more than one day. This was an event.
It was a search.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they loved it, but this I like because
it's
it's very personal, and it takes out, going to 55 Target / Walmart /
And people ask too, what do you give the groom a lot of times? And we don't really as much, because I think the groom feels loved that he's in the locket many of the time, and that his fiance is showing him off. And he's like, oh, that's cool. She's always carrying it. It helps him kind of because he's on her mind all the time when she's wearing it. So I kind of think the groom feels special with the locket as well, because we've had a lot of grooms thank us at weddings too.
Well, and she's thrilled, and I'm sure, like, if Suzy is happy, if I'm happy, if Carrie is happy, like the husbands are happy.
You're happy when your wife's happy.
Exactly.
Happy wife, happy life.
Exactly.
I firmly believe that.
That's absolutely the truth. So tell us how this has impacted your business. We talked a little bit about it, but can you expand on that for us? What is the change been you've gone into a more personal gift for your 40 brides?
You can go ahead.
Yeah, I think that what just really astonished me when we started doing this a couple of years ago, before we even had Chasing Lockets, was just how much it meant to them. So I've gotten emails from brides, and they're like, oh my goodness, today was the most stressful day. It's 3 weeks before my wedding, and I get this beautifully wrapped present in the mail. I have no idea who it's from. And I open it, and it's this personal locket that reminds me why I'm stressed right now, in the sense of the wedding day is going to be here soon. And that's what I care about. And it's me and my hubby right here.
Right. What matters most is not the details and the seating assignment. We're getting married.
Exactly. And they're like, oh, that's us. And then you just like feel that love, And I've gotten emails where they're like, it made me cry. Thank you so much. That was so thoughtful. And it's just, they're really astonished and that's why we do it, is like the perfect client gift, because gifts are unexpected. And it just means that much more to them. Also, I think it's funny that literally mother-in-law relationships have gone up at wedding days. I mean, I've had mother-in-laws come hug me. And I'm just like, oh, good, because you never know sometimes. Mother-in-laws are tricky.
And it's so interesting too. It's like, we did a wedding recently where we get to the hotel room where the bride's getting ready, and she like comes running over when we knocked on the door, like gets out of her makeup chair. And we've only met her once before ever, when we did the consults. So she's like a cold lead off somewhere. And she comes running over, gives us big hugs, and runs to the closet, and she got us baby clothes and like wrapped them up. And I'm like, it's your wedding day. You're doing makeup and you're giving us gifts.
And we got the cutest little striped onesie, like when we were first expecting baby, from one of our brides that we barely knew.
That's that's that culture. And like you said, it's not because you want gifts, but it sort of inspires people. And it's so much fun to give a gift. I know when you're little, Christmas morning, you're excited to open your presents, but the older you get, the more excited you are to see the people that you are giving presents to open their presents. And that really, it kind of flips.
And it's really just a great way to love on people and to just show people you care. And I really love that. What you said earlier about the love cup or whatever you did, it's full. I'm like, yes, that's so perfect. It's such a great way to just say, hey, like, I love you. Here's a gift. And they obviously love you back because they're giving you a gift. That's so sweet. And so Christine said on Rich's account that she wears her locket all the time.
We love you, Christine.
And Marari wants to come and hug Suzy.
Yay. Hug Marari.
That's awesome.
So we had a giveaway that we were doing. And it was here on showithere.com. It was on another way. We actually have 2 winners. So Lucas, you want to kind of tell us what's included in the giveaway?
Yeah, so each winner, if you already have an account, it's easy. If not, you can set up one on Chasing Lockets, but each winner is getting a free credit. So you can log in and make your own custom locket. You can send it to yourself, or you can send it to the client or a gift and do whatever you want with it. Sweet. So each credit includes the locket, the handwritten note, the gift wrapping, sales tax, and shipping. So there's like no add-ons on top of that. It's like all in one, which is really easy. So each of you will get all that shipped to your house. And Christmas deadline is the 14th, I think. So as long as you order it before the 14th, you'll get it before Christmas.
Awesome. So there's still time too if you want to give your bride's gifts, or you want to put a gift together for your mom or for your husband to give to you on Christmas night.
So any lockets ordered up till Sunday midnight on the 14th, they'll guarantee before Christmas.
So your elves are going to be really busy in that last 10 days.
Exactly.
Lots of trips
elves too.
But I mean, they're elves year round, not just at Christmas time. So they've got the groove down.
The Chasing Lockets.
So I don't know. Can you guys see? We actually have the winners. So we have 2 winners. Can you guys see them? You can actually announce them. Go for it.
You want to read them, Suzy?
Okay, drum roll. The winners are Wayfaring Wanderer and Megan Spencer.
Yay! That's awesome. Congratulations.
Good job with Wayfaring Wanderer. I was like, wow.
I'm like, is that a name? Is that your name, or is that your like screen name?
2 W's.
It could be their like internet handle.
Yeah. Maybe. Or it could be their name. There's this guy named Field.
That's a cool name there, Suzy. Wayfaring.
Yeah, we might steal your name from Baby.
That's awesome. Well, I know you've been kind of looking and thinking about wanting a unique original name.
I like
that. Field's pretty solid.
That is
That's an option.
Not taken by many.
Well,
and they grew up with very thick skin because they're made fun of their entire life.
And don't their siblings have relatively normal names?
Well, my brother's name's kind of weird. It's John.
Yeah. Odd.
But
with an H or with a not.
My sister's name is Nina, which everybody calls Nina.
Are you the oldest?
No, I'm the baby.
Jessica, Wayfaring Wanderer.
Oh, good.
Jessica. Well, congratulations, Jessica and Megan. And once you get your lockets, we'd love to know what you choose. So you should,
sure.
Like Instagram that out
Snap
and
a picture.
hashtag show it live, hashtag Chasing Lockets, and then we can see what you.
Yeah, and we have a great group too, the Chasing Lockets group, where people share their stories all the time. Which is super fun to read through.
Right,
it's like the highlight of our day.
How it works for other people too, just that they're getting that love back from their couples, and their client interactions are going so much smoother. That's one of my favorite things to do, is read through you all's stories. So thank you all for posting those in the Facebook group.
It's really cool. What is the URL for the site, Lucas?
ChasingLockets.com.
Okay. And if they want to follow you on Instagram?
We don't have an Instagram yet.
Okay.
And we have a Facebook page, but it doesn't really serve a purpose other than we're there.
Yeah.
The main place to be is in the Facebook group.
Okay.
And that's where it's like, it's a little more private. Your clients won't see it. And we can like really talk about all the cool stories and
that's perfect.
Stuff. So
super
all right, so just search Chasing Lockets in
Google Chasing Lockets. It's all that comes up. So nice and easy.
That is awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited that there's time to still order. And I'm sort of hoping my mom's not watching, because this might be what you're getting for Christmas, Mom.
And
if you're
Good Friday
morning.
earmuffs.
Earmuffs, Mom. Earmuffs.
Yeah, Good Friday morning, Black Friday. Yeah, not Good Friday.
It's a different month.
Good Friday too. Yeah, Black Friday, the lockets all go on sale too. So any credits on Black Friday you buy are on sale, and then any lockets you order from Black Friday till the following week, or Cyber Monday to the following week, get you entered in another contest where the winner's getting 4 lockets. So just for ordering a Christmas gift, you could get 4 free lockets.
Nice.
That's awesome.
We like giveaways.
I know. Well,
It's just like so much fun gifting. We can't help it.
Right?
I like to gift you too.
Obviously, and I think you guys are going to participate in a little gifting with us in the month of December.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll
Yes.
we'll be talking about that more next week. So
That's
hold on,
that's a
internet.
topic for
That's
another
next
show.
week.
Yeah, well, something that we love doing here is playing games.
Yes.
Yeah, and so we have a game we'd like to play with you. It's like, I don't know, we need to name this. Is there like a good name for it?
I don't know. I thought it was called 3 words, but that's just because I usually win on the third word.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's ridiculous.
Can I be on your team?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we will
Okay,
do
she wins.
males versus females. So we get unknown baby. So we technically we have an advantage. Unnamed babies on our team. And the way it goes, and we kind of described it before, but for the internet, we'll have the ladies go first because ladies first. So Liz and Suzy are gonna start off by saying a word.
We're going to show them how to do it the right way.
Yeah, they're gonna start off with a word, and they're completely different words, blah blah, and they try and say different words to get back down to where they say the same exact word at the same time.
Yes.
They can't repeat a word.
Right.
So yeah, are we ready?
Yeah. So you guys will count for us.
Yes.
1,
Okay.
2, 3.
Yep.
We'll say
You're
the
gonna
word.
and
And then I stop.
I'm
And then
gonna
you say
treat-
1, 2, 3 again.
Yep.
Yeah. And we were just trying to get to the same word.
We
Are you
do it,
ready?
like really
Yes,
fast so they don't
green.
have time to think.
Yeah, no, and so I'm gonna keep track on my hand how many times it takes you to get to say the same
man.
word,
Yes.
and then Lucas and I will beat it.
All
right.
Let's see.
Try.
Challenge accepted,
Try to
sir.
beat it. Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
All right, guys.
All
So
right,
are you
we're
ready? Okay.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Locket.
Oh,
Oh.
We had locket and
baby.
baby.
Uh,
Baby. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Newborn.
Oh, gift and newborn. Those are
Oh.
technically the same thing.
yeah.
Different words
yeah,
though.
Same thing.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Blanket.
I don't know.
Oh, yes.
Blank.
Okay.
That's okay. Sometimes that happens.
Blank,
It was
blanket.
literally
Blank.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Blanket.
Doesn't that count?
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. That,
All right.
that
well,
doesn't count at all.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think we forfeit.
Okay. Well, then we could win or we could try.
You could try.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You
wanna
ready?
try? It's a
Yeah,
fun
let's
one.
try.
All
Let's
Here
try.
we go. 1, 2, 3.
Table.
Cheese.
Ooh, cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese and table.
And
I like
table.
where this is going.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Board.
Eggs.
Eggs? You said eggs?
Yeah.
I did board. I went cheese board, table
Okay.
board.
All right.
Eggs. Okay. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Bacon.
Muffin.
Ooh. What was it?
Egg McMuffin.
McMuffin.
Egg
Oh,
McMuffin.
and now I
all
got
right.
McDonald's.
See,
Yeah,
right?
lots of
Okay.
food.
All right. If you get it on this one, you win.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Fries.
McDonald's.
Oh, see,
Oh.
yeah,
Well, we can see where you're going. I think today it's a draw.
no, we still won because you
we won.
forfeited.
You forfeited.
Well,
Yeah.
blank and
Yeah.
blanket
Blanket?
was really
But
interesting.
you did say blank like 40 seconds after. we'll have to check the official timer, but we'll just call this one a
Let's just-
victory for Lucas and I.
Yes.
And
It's about time you get to win.
it's about time
I
I
can
won.
claim baby brain.
That's
Oh,
true.
that's true.
Oh,
The blanket?
yes. All right. Well, we'll bring you after.
Yes.
After baby, and we want to see lots of pictures
Yes.
of this little man when he arrives, and I'm sure he'll be featured in a locket
Probably.
at some
yes.
point, right?
Well,
As long as he's born
Gift
before
myself.
December 14th.
Yes.
right.
Well, we're really excited for you guys. Congrats,
you.
and thank you very much for. I mean, you made quite the trip to come over here and be on
You
the show
journeyed
live
to
with
the
us.
desert. We got to have dinner with them last night, which was so much fun.
We don't
so.
like to travel at all.
No.
Yeah,
You're
we
not
wanted
used to it.
We wanted to see the mothership for quite a while.
Yeah.
So
For those of you out there in the internet land, this is not exactly what the mothership looks like everywhere.
yeah, you guys
I
got to
girlified
see
it.
all out
Yeah.
here. I feel like I'm in Star Trek or
Right?
something.
It's
right now.
pretty cool.
It is pretty cool, but this is really pretty.
Super great. Super great. Well, yeah, once again,
Yes.
thank you for being on the show. Thanks
Thanks
for
for
traveling out
coming.
here.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
You guys, are you hosting Thanksgiving?
We are. Our family's all
Okay.
coming down. So
It's gonna be
That'll
really
be
fun.
should be
fantastic.
fun. I think we have 9 nieces and nephews. So I think
Oh,
7 of them will be
fun.
there.
Yeah,
So
under the
Very
age
cool.
of 6.
And
Practice.
so baby boy is going to have all of these cousins when he
Yeah,
arrives to
and
love on him.
2 pregnant sisters. So the
Mhm.
pregnant
Yes.
ladies will all get to hang out.
We're all 3
So,
pregnant at the same time.
Oh,
It's
that's
really fun.
perfect.
Drinking apple cider.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they automatically get to wear elastic pants and no one judges.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Man,
That's good.
people
Well-
judge me with my elastic maternity pants.
I'm not judging your jeggings. I would not have known that they were chickens. I think it's fantastic. I'd have to get my dear husband a pair.
They're the best. Yeah,
Awesome.
They're super great. Well, so out there in internet land, join us next week as well.
Yes.
Next week we have Mike Larson.
Mike Larson, yeah.
Yeah, the estate and vineyard.
I know. I'm so excited. He is so good at niche branding. I mean, he just knows what he wants to shoot and specialism. And so we're excited to have Mike, and we're excited to announce a little bit about what's happening with December. But please make a note in your big iPhones that next week's show is actually going to be on at 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah.
We're going to be 1 hour earlier, and that's just for next week.
Yep.
So make a little note and join us on the internet, and hopefully Suzy and Lucas will be in there. Lucas has been awesome. He's been in the chat, and we appreciate that. We're so grateful to all of you joining us and posting up in the chat. And make sure that you go and check out ChasingLockets.com and jump into the Chasing Lockets Facebook group. And you have until December 14th, which I'm thrilled about. As soon as we shut off, I am going to start ordering some Christmas presents.
Right. And drive.
And
not at
the same time.
Yeah,
not at the same time. Yeah, different time.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you guys next week and on the internet.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
guys.
Thanks.